metamorphosis. I am opening the door. The maroon is representative of the past. It's in the periphery. And how our brain works is that what's happened to us in the past always gauges against what's happening in the present. It wants to inform our present to keep us safe by referring to the past. But if we do that, we're constantly living the same program of the past, the same patterns. So if we want to arrive into the present now, which is this purple, untouched by all that has happened to us, so that we can open the door to possibility of something new, an experience that is new, then we can move into a new future, which is this aqua color in the middle. And when we can create a new future from a fresh present moment, then the future of possibilities can change our perceptions of what has happened to us, healing the past. I am illuminating my intention. So this is infusing the intention with love so that we can move to the next step of recognizing what it is that we're bringing light to. This step is about naming what has happened, unattached, but giving it a place to be. So these are all the things that have happened to us that has given us trauma, that has caused pain. And just put shapes, any kind of shapes that resembles that trauma, that pain, that guilt, all the stuff that has happened to us, that has followed us into the present, trying to define who we are. These things did happen, but it's in the past. It's done. It does not define who I am in this moment. I'm too damaged. I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of not knowing. Just give it a place. Just be a witness to what has happened. It's there. We gave it a place to be. It's in the periphery. It's in the past. Now we're going to infuse soul into what has happened, because the soul is actually untouched by what has happened to us. The soul, the light of who we are, recognizes the truth of that which we are, which is love, infinite love, that is a universal solvent that dissolves all things that is not like itself. And with soul comes beautiful forgiveness. Forgiveness of all that has happened to us. May we forgive for all that has happened to us. With prayer dots, just go around each symbol you have made that is a representation of your past, and just infuse it with the truth of who you are, the truth of that which you are, which cannot be harmed by what has happened. To heal whatever needs to be healed in real time, right now, in this moment, as you place each prayer dot around our past happenings. Breathe into your heart, soften your heart, soften your gaze, and follow the dots. 3. Curious, maybe a little bit nervous because this is uncharted territories here. This is where we've never gone before. Because we've done the healing work. We don't need to drag what has happened to us anymore. Now I am claiming my space as a true version of myself. I am here now. This is our arrival to now, to all possibility. Now consciousness is streaming in from everywhere, igniting us with new information. It's coming in to inform us into the near future. Coming from your higher self, your own knowing that was buried beneath all the things that have happened to us. Now it's coming through loud and clear. Coming through because you have claimed your place. You have arrived into the now and opened the door to possibility. And now you're receiving guidance, assistance, because you want to be known. You always have wanted to be known by you that have forgotten that which you already are. So this stream of consciousness coming in remembrance of that which you already are. And we welcome the unknown. We welcome not knowing. It's exciting because we haven't been here before. This is something new. Now, we are going to affirm the stream of consciousness by weaving it into us. We're accepting it, we're welcoming it, we're encoding it into our system. We're creating new circuits. We're weaving it loose, just allowing the brush to lead the way, uncontrolled. This is very much how the creative mind processes information. It doesn't try to analyze, it just comes in ways that we can't control. Comes in with ease, fluidly. We're weaving this information into our system. We're saying, yes, I'm ready. I accept. Here I am. Now let's revisit our intent from this place of presence, because we are not where we were before we started this process. We are here anew. And let's reverberate our initial intention out into the cosmos, into the quantum field. Let it pulse out. Let it be heard. Let it be known. Let's put ourselves out there. There's something really powerful about having a visual documentation of the work that has been done. And this has really been about creating new circuits, ways of being. It's really empowering because now we have these new circuits. We are where we have never been before. And now we're going to integrate all of this, the journey thus far. And the integration is also a claiming, another big yes. That's right. I am here. Woo! It's really wet. Integrating all this into oneness. So now let's affirm what we know. I'm going to reinforce our new circuits. So here's what we know. Here is the inner self. And at the center of the inner self is love. How we come in, untouched by all that has happened to us, known to itself. And then we come here, life on earth, and things happen to us. Life happens to us. We become subject of all that has happened to us. And we begin to project ourselves and create a persona or identity based on what has happened to us. So this is how we begin to relate to ourselves, how we see ourselves. This is how we want to be perceived by others based on what has happened to us, which is actually separating from the truth of who we are. Yet there is this yearning. We feel this. We're reaching out. We're projecting. Yet what we're projecting out to is actually in search of what we already have inside. And then there is the whole self. This is the whole self that wants to be known. This is creatorship. This is the whole self. And it's reaching out to you, inviting you to remember who you are. So this next step is bringing forth the authentic version of ourselves through the mystery to the surface of the canvas. And whenever we begin with a form, the critic likes to come in because it's really attached to our old storyline, and this is where it wants to engage in the old circuits that have been playing the same storyline for most of our lives. So just being aware of that and being bold and allowing the form to come through. This isn't set in stone. This is the first calling of the form to the surface. So it could be forms and symbols that captures this authentic